Hey guys, so I'm here today as usual to help you find solutions to the hot ass mess we're all dealing with in the federal government. And every day something new is occurring. So every day I'm coming at you with help and advice. Let's just take a little walk back and do the we all effed around and found out, right? We effed around and found out that this is serious and nobody's exempt and we're all in this together. Black, brown, white, red, blue, red states, blue states, Republicans, Democrats, Jews, Palestinians, all of us. We figured it out. Men, women, okay, well, some of us figured it out. And those of us who did, we need to act immediately. So here we go. The part of the FAFO experience included farmers getting jerked around for their contract money that they are guaranteed under the Biden Inflation Reduction Act. Well, they forgot when your boy got in, that's gone. So they have not been paid. They're losing their farms. You'll see them crying on TikTok as well as Instagram and Facebook. The red states are finding out real quickly that red, the color, is just a color. It doesn't matter. This person has no loyalty to anyone but himself. So what happened in Alabama, the reddest state? Well, in Alabama, we had grants, government grants going there for people who needed help with their heating and their utilities and whatnot. And yeah, that grant money was not only stopped, but those people had their accounts, which is why I'm here. They had their bank accounts literally invaded and money taken out of their accounts to pay back those grants to the federal government. And you tell me how scared you need to be if a red state had their accounts literally debited for money that the government says you owe. So not only did you not get help on your utility bills, but $600 was taken out to pay the grant back that you had gotten. I'm telling you, access to your accounts is real. Oh, let's not forget about our Palestinians. Yes, remember them? They were always yelling and screaming in the middle of the Biden and Kamala Harris rallies. They were saying that they were doing genocide. Even some of us who should support some of the Palestinian issues that were going on, very valid issues, were caught up in that and not caught up in us. Black, brown people thinking like, okay, we need to help them. And my question has always been, when are they going to help us? Because I've yet to see Palestinians marching for us, okay, from, Gaza. I mean, I never heard them supporting our issue. That's why I said we're in this together. We keep supporting everybody else. Now, who's going to help us? Hopefully, we are all going to help each other. So what happened? Oh, Gaza looks like the perfect place for a real estate development called the Riviera or something. Now, in case you thought that this man thought this up like overnight, you're not paying attention like I am, because his son-in-law brought this up in 2024, way back in February or March of 2024. This whole real estate development of Gaza has been out there. So a lot of this stuff you should have known. And I think some of you did. You just wanted to vote for him anyway. Okay, Jews, you know what? You've got a little mixed bag here, because we have always been together in the support of each other when it comes to oppression and discrimination. And somewhere along the way, we kind of went our separate ways. I'm not sure why. I don't know if it was the orange Cheeto Puff guy or if it was Kanye West. I don't really know. I do know one thing. You are a target as well. We have seen it. We saw the Nazi salute come from the real fake president himself when he was over in Germany supporting what essentially is like a Nazi party over there. Yeah, it's called the AfD. They're like allegedly like a Nazi party, like seriously celebrating this far right, which quit using far right, this racist, crazy anti-Semitic, anti-Black, anti-brown, anti-everybody stuff that they're doing over in Germany. So Latinos, yep, you figured it out, didn't you? You figured out you're not special. You voted completely against the Black issues. You voted for this guy overwhelmingly. You want to get as far away from Black people as you can. You hoping to get as white as you can. Now, you done effed around and found out too. Now, we tried to tell you, and you used to be united with us. Now, you done let this crazy orange Cheeto puff divide and conquer us. We need to come back together because you found out real quick, it ain't just illegal immigrants. It's the legal ones too. He's taking the visas. He's calling them Biden visas. 300,000 legal Biden visas. He's taking those from Latino people here in the States. But, you know, the divide and conquer thing was successful. I will say that, because you had black people blaming brown, taking their jobs. You had brown people not wanting to be nowhere near blacks and thinking they were white and hoping they could pass and all this nonsense. Now, you also have the issue with blacks. Now, you know what we say. We could free a lot more of the slaves. We could have freed a lot more of the slaves if they knew there were slaves. I'm talking to you, black folks. Because a big portion of you were real confused. You kept saying things like, he the only president that ever gave me a check. You kept saying stupid stuff like, well, all of them corrupt. I mean, you know, he's a felon, but I mean, everybody be doing whatever, and politicians are all corrupt. That's interesting, because I was a politician for 15 years. I was the first black ever elected in my community, and I ran a wonderful, wonderful campaign, as well as I took care of my constituents. So that's all BS, but I get it, because a lot of the politicians, 90%, got some bull crap going on. I get it. But black people, let me holler at you for a minute, because I don't know if you're really paying attention. You got Elmo, we'll just say Elmo, you know, the real president of the United States, Elmo. We have Peter Thiel, and we have David Sachs. I'm going to say those names again. Peter Thiel, Elmo, and David Sachs. What do you care about that, black people? Because they grew up during apartheid. They came to adulthood and the whole apartheid, their whole influences from the apartheid South Africa. All three are South African born, and they are coming here. They've been here. Let me rephrase that. They're here to completely make this an apartheid society. So you better know the history of them before you even understand our history, or it's not going to make much sense as to why you have our Cheeto Puff in the White House inviting white South Africans to come to America because blacks are treating them so bad. You will never understand why if you don't know about these guys and their apartheid dreams for America. You will never understand why this man keeps saying that black and brown people should pay white people reparations. Now, let's couple all that with the effed around and found out that we are all in this together, and that if we don't stick together, we're all gonna suffer. Let's couple that with the fact that I just told you that these idiots have access to the Treasury. This fake president has access to the United States Treasury, and right now, as we speak, he is in our tax documents. He is accessing the most sensitive data on your tax forms right now. Now, I've been told you should have filed them taxes. I told you that, because pretty soon he'll fire all of those employees, and who knows if you'll get a return or if it'll go towards reparations or what's going on. I say all that to say that we have a plan and we got to fight. I already told you some of this. We're going to do it again. Debt repayment boot camp starts immediately. Make sure you start organizing your debts from the smallest to the largest, because we plan on tackling the smallest and paying everybody's debt collectively. We can do it. I already know it's being done at churches. And where are the black churches? That was a side note, because I keep it fucking real at all times. Where's the black churches? Start using cash only. I told you why. This is a repeat, because they are tracking all your digital currency. So it's okay to use it, but keep very small balances. Don't have anything large in there where they can reach in and take it. You will be very disgusted. Keep a separate bank account. Where should you keep your separate bank account? Credit unions. Keep cash on hand. I told you that. We are all boycotting, and it ain't just for one day. It is going to be as long as it takes, because of Montgomery boycott, which, by the way, was actually started by a couple of teenagers, 15 years old, because they were first to refused to sit in the back of the bus. Rosa Parks was third. 6 months later, good for her, because that was the best timing. But this Montgomery boycott took more than a year. So we are boycotting, and it is going to be more than just Target. It's Walmart. It's Amazon. Stop buying shit. We created this monster because we made them all rich. All the corporations rich, and now they have the power, but we can take it back. Here's our other thing. Check your account balances every day. Get the apps on your phone and actually look at those balances every day. Know the interest rates for every credit card you ever thought you had. And let's coordinate our Costco run so we're not all spending a ton of money.